The lady, the voice on this, it sounds like, has anybody done the Red Cross course, the first aid and CPR? I swear it's the same lady. On the machine, on the CPR machine, what's it called? The defibrillator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very funny. She has the same voice as the Zoom lady.
Yeah, there probably are people who make
Shock advised.
There are probably people who
Shock
make a living.
advised. Stand back.
There are probably people who make a living doing recordings.
Yeah, maybe. I heard a very funny story about an actress who would do, podcasts in her spare time with voiceovers, and she could do them anywhere. So if she was in a hotel, she would go into the closet, and she did this one day, and a few minutes in, she needed to get something, and she was locked in the closet.
Oh, that's okay.
I need another light here, Pam. I need this one. Yeah. She was locked in the closet, and she had no phone signal. And what did she manage to do? She tried emailing the hotel, but you know what it's like. The email goes to some robot, you think, right? And then eventually in the hall, she could hear people speaking in German. It was like a German family, and she knew German. So she was like shouting out in German, like whatever it was, for help me, I'm stuck in my closet. And they heard, and they got to help this poor woman.
Wow, that was
Poor woman. How awful. Let's put the balls away. Like, oh, that would be, it's funny after the fact. Right, at the time, I'm sure it's not funny, especially right, if you're claustrophobic and you think, well, yes, eventually housekeeping are gonna come, but that might be tomorrow.
You get a voice from the closet and then run out the room screaming. What are you gonna do? You see your whole life with claustrophobia.
Right? Feet hip with the part in parallel. Welcome, everybody. All right, as we take some slow inhales and exhales, so in through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, we're going to roll the shoulders back. Nice. Here comes K. And then you're going to reverse those circles. Good morning. How are you? Reverse your circles there. Squeeze in there between Pat and Pam.
I'll pull this up again.
Last one. Nice. Just release your arms and shoulders down. Drop your chin, and you're going to circle your head. If you're happier with your eyes closed, feel free. Try and relax your shoulders. Let's do one more in this direction. And then reverse. I'm just going to add some air to your bowl, Peter, because of what we're going to be doing shortly.
Yeah.
Let's do two more in this direction. Lovely. And then you're going to bring your head into neutral at the top of the spine. We're going to do a nice dynamic warm-up since it's cold. We're going to start just by swinging the arms. So the idea here is that you don't move anything else until I tell you. So now you want to allow your shoulders to move. So arms and shoulders. Let's allow the spine to move, allow the head to move. I want to make sure you can see yourself, Peter. So head
is under 10% full.
Ruh-roh. Battery's low. I'm having the time of it today. Let's let the hips rotate. That's okay. When the speaker dies, that's when the singing starts. Let's let the legs rotate. And you can allow it to go all the way into your feet. That's right. And then we all fall over and it's done. Let's keep the feet still now. Try and keep your legs still. Then your hips. So now it's just head, neck, spine, shoulders, arms. So we're going to still the head and the spine together. So now it's just arms and shoulders. Still the shoulders. Now you're just moving your arms and we're going to come slowly down. Oh, Nice, grab a ball. Bring it over to the mirror. So people at home, you're gonna put yourself against a wall or a mirror. We're gonna just put the ball on the floor to start with. You're not gonna use it yet. You're gonna have it close by. So when you get yourself against your wall or mirror, you're gonna put your tailbone on the wall or mirror, and then place the back of your rib cage on it. Nice. Let's put our hands on our hip bones. And we're going to do some pelvic tucks. So keeping the back of your rib cage, back of the pelvis attached. Let's tuck the pelvis under. Try and press your low back to the wall and then release. So we're going to tuck under, pressing the low back to the mirror and then release. Tuck and release. So it's going to look like this. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Awesome. Arms down by your side. Just lift the head a bit, Peter, and look forwards. Keep the back of the rib cage, back of the pelvis attached. Let's inhale, lift the arms up as far as they'll go, and then bring them all the way down. Lift and lower. So let's just assume when I refer to mirror that I'm also referring to wall. So we're going to lift up as close to the mirror as we can and then all the way at the bottom. Last one. Excellent. All right, let's reach down. Let's get our ball. Oh, we're going to do roll downs first. Sorry, put that down. Okay, so tailbone on the mirror, back of the rib cage on the mirror. Feet should be about 1 to 1.5 foot lengths away. So you need to give yourself a little space for your roll down. Yeah. So when we do the roll down, we're going to round the spine. So we'll start by tucking the chin, pull the ribs in and flatten your low back to the wall. Now you're going to hold your rounded spine, soften your knees, come forwards and down. Breathe in at the bottom, exhale, pull up through your center. Tuck the tailbone under and rebuild your spine to neutral. Rounding your spine, use the wall, feel your pelvis tucked under, and then come forwards and down. That's it. Let's do 4 more. Very nice. Can I just say that Bob won the door prize today? He was first. There is no door prize, but he won the imaginary door prize.
I was trying to imagine getting a door into it.
Yes. Not much of a prize, is it? Yeah, keep your tailbone on the mirror. Last 2. Now on your last one, let's make it worth our while. Let's pick up the ball while we're down there. And we can bring it up with us. Lovely. Okay, so you're going to walk your feet away. So another foot length distance. So you're kind of 2 feet away. Lift your bottom away from the wall or mirror and put the ball behind it. And then you're going to bring your back off the mirror. Yeah, put the ball behind your bottom, behind your low back, right here. Just, yeah. And then bring your back away. So you're not leaning on that wall anymore. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Engage your center. So pull the tummy in. You're going to bend the knees, look forward, roll down your ball, press into your heels and slide up. Nice. Bend the knees, push those knees forwards. So we want to avoid this. I don't want to see anybody tipping forwards. If you are, you need to walk your feet further out. So if you start tipping forwards in your upper body, it means like this, it means that your feet are not far enough away from the mirror. So keep looking forwards, Bob, when you come down. Keep your body upright. Yep. Nice, 2 more. Last one. And up into standing. Excellent. All right, we're gonna stay on the ball, but you're gonna take a wider stance, much wider. Wider than hip width apart. Turn your feet out to 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Remember, not 3 and 9, 11 and 1, so it's just a little turnout. Bring your heels back a little bit, so they're a little bit closer to the wall. We're gonna keep the spine upright, so don't go forwards, don't tip forwards. Pull your tummy in, press the knees out as you roll down. Press into your heels to roll up. So press those knees out to roll down and press up. So this is big hip flexion with external rotation in your hip joint. So pressing out as you drop your seat down. Last 2. Nice, Rachel. Nice, Annette. Yes, nice, Bob. Last one. Nice, Annette. Excellent. These are great. Put the ball to the side. This time, we're going to bring the spine to the wall. Walk your feet out a bit further, so they're 2 to 3 foot lengths away, and then bring your feet quite close together. They could even be touching. You can place your arms on the wall or mirror right now. I want you to literally flatten your back to that mirror. So no space behind the low back. Let's take a little knee bend, and we're going to have the weight on our left foot. You're going to peel the right foot off the floor and float it up. Bring it down, put the weight on it, bring the left leg up and down. So we're just going to do a little march. Your control, your stability is going to come from flattening your back to the wall and pressing down through the standing foot into the floor. If you want to make it harder, take your arms away from the wall or mirror. How brave are you?
That's easy.
What is the worst that can happen? Well, you just put your hands back on the wall. Let's do a couple more. Lots of tummy. Flatten your back to the mirror. Nice, Kay. Awesome. Let's finish there. How were those? Weird, right? Grab your ball, come back to your spot. Okay, we're going to do a little more shoulder work, shoulder and arms. We're going to hold the ball. Sorry.
Okay. Too late.
Mid-air, that sentence came out. So hold your ball in your right hand. Take your feet a little wider than hip width apart. We're going to float the arms up, pass the ball. And then arms down, reach behind and pass the ball to your right hand. Pass and lift and pass behind. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Shoulder problem, Cat. Creaking. Okay, let's hold that ball in front. And we're just going to open the arms wide and then pass the ball in front to the other hand. So squeeze between your shoulder blades to open wide. Let's keep those arms a little bit lower than shoulder height. That's it. Let's do 4 more. Keep your spine still. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Awesome, you can drop the ball. All right, we're going to do some side reach. We're going to start with regular and then we're going to add a step out. So regular side reach. Let's have feet hip width apart and parallel. We're going to float the right arm up. The palm faces that way. Tilt your head over and then let the spine follow. Nice. So remember, this is a sequential movement that starts with the head tilt and travels down your spine. The head tilt is the beginning of your spinal lateral flexion. Let that movement come down one vertebrae at a time. Nice, do one more right and left. That's it, finishing with the left arm. Awesome. Okay, so to this, we're gonna add our step out. Remember with the step out, it's really important that you plant your heel. Okay, so we're gonna do right leg, right arm. Step, plant the heel and reach. Step it in, left leg. Step, plant the heel and reach. So step and plant as you reach. Remember, the planting of the foot is to create opposition. Step and plant. That's it, keep going. Make that arm nice and long. Excellent. Last 4. Make sure you plant that heel as you step. Nice, Bob. Nice, Rachel. Super. Finishing with your left arm. Grab your bowl. We're going to do some rising. So if you're worried about your balance, grab a chair. Okay, so for the rising, if you're worried about your balance, you can use the chair in front of you. So the back of the chair would be facing you. We're going to put the bowl between the knees. We're going to start with the feet roughly hip width apart, hands on the hip bones, nice and tall, shoulders relaxed down. Let's bring the weight to the balls of the feet and then lift the heels and go straight up. Bring the heels down, bring your weight to neutral. So we go balls of the feet to rise and then back to neutral. Nice, let's add some arms. As you rise up, we're going to float both arms up, palms face in at the top. Inhale. Exhale down. That inhale up will help you with your balance. Nice, do a couple more. Excellent, this is so good for your feet and ankles. And down, nice job. Let's put the ball to the side. We're gonna do a standing oyster. So if you need the chair, put it to the side. So turn it to face away from you on your side. So let's see, most people have it on the left side. So we're gonna start with the right leg. We're gonna put the right foot up on the inside of the left leg. It can be anywhere. Hands on the hip bones, or you can use the chair. We're going to bring the knee across and then to the outside. So this is our balance as well as our hip mobilizing exercise. Nice, keep going. You're going to do 3 more on this leg. Yeah, keep that pelvis nice and still. Excellent. All right, bring that leg down. Swap the chair to the other side. So now you've got it on your right side. You're going to bring your left foot up, hands on the hips. We're going to take the knee across and open it out to the side. Remember, really important that you keep your pelvis still. Sit, keep it still. Just do 2 more. Last one. Lovely, bring that leg down. Nice, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna do some hip hinge work. We're gonna do taps behind today. So if you need the chair, put it in front so that the back of the chair faces you, the seat faces away. And we're gonna get into our hip hinge position. Your feet are hip width apart and parallel. We're gonna soften the knees, in the way. Soften the knees and then fold at the hips so that your seat is behind you. Your weight is in your heels. Bring the weight over the left leg. The right leg goes back and then it taps in. The arms come forward as a counterbalance. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Make sure your left leg is not moving. Tap as lightly as you can. Do 2 more on this leg. So try not to step back. It's not a step back. All the weight stays on the front leg. Nice. Now come into standing. Excellent. Let's do the other side. So this time we're going to have weight on the right leg and we're going to take, or the other way around. Which one did we just do?
Weight on the right leg.
Weight on the right leg. Soften the knees, hips back. Weight on the right leg, left leg goes back and taps in. Remember, keep all your weight on the front leg. Oops. Let's do 3 more. Tap back and tap in. Tap and tap. 1 more. That's a good tap. Nice. Come into standing. How are those? Annette does not like them. I can tell.
Oh, I do, but I don't know.
Oh, something's going on today. Okay. So we are going to come onto our seats and we're going to start with the spinal extension. So I don't forget. I keep forgetting. So for our spinal extension in sitting, this is one of my favorite ways to do it. You're going to take your feet a little wider than hip width apart. I'm going to go side on because that's going to give everybody the best idea of what I'm doing. So our feet are wider than hip width apart, and then we're going to turn the hands over so the palms face the ceiling. And you'll see I have a little bend in my elbows. Okay? Tummy is in. We're not going to do this with the low back. We're going to try and keep the low back in neutral. So as we inhale, we're going to press the hands down, lift the breastbone and widen your collarbones. The arms are now straight and release. So we're going to use the press down to help us lift the chest. And I can feel my rib cage sliding up as I press down and lift the breastbone. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, back. 1 more time. Press down, lift the chest. Nice. And return. Very nice. Nice, Peter. Good job. How did those feel? Really good way to do spinal extension. All right. So let's do our ankles and feet. Let's bring 1 leg up, hold on to that leg, shoulders back and down, circle at the ankle. Yes. And reverse. That's it. For 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. Let's swap, sit up tall, shoulders back and down. And circle. And reverse.
30 of these every morning.
Wow.
Doesn't seem to make any difference.
Well, you know what? It does make a difference, Peter, because you can still move at the ankle.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. At least I can still move it a little.
Yeah, you're preserving what you have, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're able to get a little bit more. Sometimes the body just doesn't allow, which sucks. But you got to keep trying. Okay, so we're going to do some rotation and sitting. Let's get warmed up. So come to the front of your chair. Plant your feet hip width apart. Excellent. Let's cross the arms and rest them in front of the chest. So not up here, just in front of your chest. Sit up tall. We're going to turn the head, the neck, the chest, the waist. And then back to center. Let's go to the other side. Head, neck, chest, waist. Back to center. Let's do 6 more of these. Head, neck, chest, waist. let's not lean. Let's think of the arms as a passenger. Carry the arms. The arms should be as relaxed as they can be. Excellent. Let's make that your last one. Bring the arms down. So we're going to now do bow and arrow. Okay, so for bow and arrow, before you do it, I want you to think about this because we're towards the end of the term. So we got to be, we got to improve. We got to at least try and improve, right? So when we do bow and arrow, what I see is when we get to here, I see people doing this, and I'm exaggerating. But what happens is I see the body lean and people are trying to reach back. It's not an arm exercise. It's not a shoulder exercise. When you get to here and it gets difficult, sit up taller, turn your rib cage, turn your waist. Do the hard work. Don't do the easy work. This is the easy work. Make the body rotate. All right, arms in front of your chest. We're going to go right elbow back. Straighten that right arm, turn your rib cage, turn your waist. Come back to the mirror. Left elbow back, straighten the left arm, turn your rib cage, turn your waist. And again, elbow back, drop the shoulder, straighten the arm, turn your rib cage, turn your waist. Same on the left side, left elbow back, right arm reaches to the mirror, turn that rib cage. Super. One more to each side. Left arm. Very nice. I would say I would give everybody a passing grade for that. Yes, I think it's good. Some people are getting A's, but I'm not going to say who. But I'm happy with what was going on. There was no big reaching back. These are hard habits to break, right? But they're really important as you get older. You do not want to lose your rotation. You get to the bottom of Sperling's Hill. You're looking left, you're looking right to see the traffic coming. You have to be able to turn this. Think of that the next time you do it. Yes. Sit up tall. Yes. Turn. Don't just do this to your poor neck. Right? We're like,
Go another way.
it's body abuse. Okay. So we're going to all turn sideways now. Everything we do is for a reason, right? We don't do it just for fun. We do it for a reason. We're not doing it to get beach bodies or be on the internet or whatever, right? I mean, you can do that if you want. That's fine. Hands on your thighs, sitting towards the front edge of your seat so you have lots of room behind you. We're going to tuck the chin, pull your rib cage in, tuck your pelvis. You're in your long C curve. Now you're going to lean back to bring your C curve towards the back of the seat. Come forwards. When your shoulders are above your hips, lift up tall into neutral. Round your spine, lean back. Hinge forward, shoulders down, lift up tall into neutral. And again. Lovely. Arms out in front of the chest this time. Same thing. Round your spine. Lean back. Hinge forward. Lift up tall in neutral. Two more. Round. Lean back. Lots of tummy here. Come back up. Lift into neutral. And again. Nice. Take a break. Bring your arms down. So we're going to do 3 more where we add in knee fold. So it's really important that you maintain your pelvic tuck when you do your knee folds. Okay, so arms in front of the chest. Round your spine. Your pelvis is tilted. You're going to lean back. We're going to hold it here. Exhale. Pick up the right leg. Bring it into a knee fold. Bring it down. Pick up the left leg. And then we're going to come back to the start position. Round your spine, lean back, lots of tummy, pull that belly button in, knee fold, knee fold, return and sit up tall. Last one, round the spine, lean back, knee fold, come back up, sit up tall, arms down. Excellent. Let's put the chairs away. So we're going to come down onto the mat into relaxation position. Let's see if anybody remembers what that is. Yes, that is the one that people are actually most likely to remember. So that's not a good test at all. They're like, I know how to relax. I lie on my back. Okay. So let's get those pillows, those towels onto the mat for two reasons. One is hygiene, and two is so that they're less likely to slip and move. So get your pillow or your towel onto your mat. You're going to have your knees bent, your feet hip width apart and parallel, and your arms down by your sides. I'm just going to give you a little fix here. This one's good. This one needs to come forwards. Nice. Right there. Lovely. All right, we're going to do opposite arm and leg. So we're going to do star. Keeping the back of your pelvis, back of your rib cage glued to the mat. Slide your right leg out, reach your left arm back, and slide them in. Left leg, right arm. We use an inhale to slide away and an exhale to come back. And as you're doing the movement, you're checking in to make sure that your hips aren't rocking. Your spine isn't arching or lifting, and your rib cage stays nice and still. Last one, right and left. And then you're going to take a pause. Okay, so we're going to add a little challenge to this by adding some speed and coordination. So we're going to double time it. If you're not sure what that means, you should take a moment and watch me. So we take one arm and leg out. As they are returning, I'm already moving the other set. So as they're returning, you start to slide the other ones away. And we're going to keep the spine neutral, back of the tailbone, back of the rib cage glued to the mat. And we slide out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. And bring it in. Nice, everybody. All right, let's go to some spine curls. Oh, sorry, some knee drops first. So hands on the hip bones. Feet are still hip width apart. We're going to keep the pelvis still. Take your right knee out to the side and then bring it back. Take your left knee out to the side and bring it back. I know they're called knee drops. It's a terrible name. I don't want you to just let your knee go. I want you to, with control, take it into your end range. And at the same time, control the pelvis, preventing it from moving. Finishing off with your left knee drop. Back to the start position. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms face the mat. We're going to do some spine curls. So we'll push with the feet to help us tuck the pelvis under. Lift your seat off the mat. Keep lifting to peel your spine off the mat, pulling with your feet at the top. And then bring your chest down, your mid back, your low back, and finally your pelvis. So we tuck as we push with the feet. Spine curl up, pulling with the feet. And then work your way down. One vertebrae at a time. So let's do 5 more of those. Try and keep your feet as they are, base of the big toe, base of the little toe, center of the heel on the mat. If it's really difficult, you can take your feet a little bit wider and you can turn your feet out a little bit. Excellent. Let's do 2 more. I can feel a sneeze coming. Okay, so back to your start position. So what we're going to do now is combine the knee drops with the elevated hips. So hands back to your hip bones. And then we're going to tuck the pelvis under. You're going to spine curl up about halfway. So don't go all the way up. Make sure you've really got that pelvic tuck. We're going to take the right knee out to the side for the knee drop. Bring it back. Take the left knee out to the side and bring it back. Let's do 4 more, alternating right and left. If you maintain that pelvic tuck, you might feel a little bit of a stretch through your hip flexors. After you've done your last one, you're going to bring yourself back down to the mat into neutral. So what we're going to do this time, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to do our knee drops with the hips up, but we're going to add a little more sort of stabilizing. So hands on the hip bones, tuck your tailbone under, lift your seat off the mat, spine curl up halfway. So keep your seat there. With the left leg, I want you to push your knee forwards and then take the right knee out to the side. That's your knee drop. Bring it back. This time we're going to push the right knee forwards as we knee drop the left leg. So see if that helps you with your stability. That's it. You got it, Bob. Keep the seat up off the mat. Yep. And do 1 more on each side. Knee drop. That's it. Keep looking up to the ceiling and knee drop. Excellent. Bring yourself down to the mat. Pull your knees in. How was that? I love that exercise. It's really good for your hips, good for your seat. Nice work, everybody. All right, so let's do some hip rolls. Grab your ball. You're going to put it in between your knees. And then you're going to slide your feet together. You got a ball, Bob? Here. Here you go. Oh, you got it there? Okay. So slide your feet together. Oh, that doesn't work. Sorry. Put it there. All right, we're going to take the arms out to the side, just halfway between your hips and shoulders, so not too far. Squeeze the ball between your knees. Rotate your pelvis to the right. Rotate your waist and then your rib cage. Come back to center. Rotate the hips to the left, then the waist, then the rib cage. So if you like to move your head, you're going to turn it in the opposite direction. So we did that bow and arrow in sitting, and I was asking you not to reach with your arm. So now I'm going to ask you not to overtake this exercise by using the legs. Just keep the feet together, Pat, so the top foot, you're right. Take a break. Yeah, take a break. So I want you to make your legs feel like they are one unit, and the pelvis rotating is what makes the legs move. So let that top foot come off the mat, Fiona. Yes, nice. How does that feel? Yeah, it's all right. Let that, okay, yeah. All right, come back to the start position. Reach your arms over your chest up to the ceiling. Make sure those feet are glued together. You are squeezing the ball. We're going to rotate the hips to the right and reach both arms back. Come back to center. The arms come over your chest. Rotate to the left. Reach your arms back. Just do one more to each side. Nice, Annette. Excellent. Very nice, everybody. Right, back to center. Lovely. Okay, let's put that ball to the side. We're gonna do a little bit of rocking. Okay, so let's bring our legs up into a double knee fold position. Bring your feet and your knees together. Bring your hands so that they're behind your thighs, just above the knee joint. Tuck your chin and curl up. Try and press your low back into the mat. Make sure your arms are straight. Push your thighs into your hands as you exhale. Keep the chin tucked, Bob. So hold the orange between your chin and your chest. We're going to rock for 3, 2. Now push your legs into your hands and rock up to sitting. Yes. Yeah. Nice. Good stuff. There's a turtle over there. There's a turtle. So let's take that into a roll up. Grab a band. If you like to have the pillow behind your seat, put it there. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. There. So right here for us people who like that. If you don't need the band, clear your space so that you can do your nice arm circle. Okay. Oh, I'm so coordinating today.
Wow.
In my purple with my purple band. Nice. Long straight legs. If you're not using the band, arms are here. Heels are reaching away. We're going to come into our long C curve spine, and then we're just going to open the hips, pull that tailbone under, and work our way to the mat. Tuck the chin as you inhale, round the rest of the spine as you exhale, and come on up, sit up tall. Round your spine, stretch your legs away, create opposition, work your way down. Remember, when you're coming off the mat, you're trying to round your spine. Exhale up. That's it, Peter. You got it. We're going to put this here to help you. Let's see if that works. Reach your heels. Press your low back onto the pillow as you come up, Peter. Inhale, tuck the chin. Now big exhale. Yes, success. 3 more. Roll-ups are hard, right? Because part of it is your sort of body composition, right? Some of us are top heavy, some of us are bottom heavy. If you are top heavy, the roll-up is harder. Excellent. Make that your last one. Super, Pat. Reach those heels. Nice. Nice, Kay. All right, grab your ball. If you got a pillow behind your butt, you can put it to the side. You're going to lie back. You want, thank you, Peter, your ball between your shoulder blades. If you need to reposition, all you do is lift your bottom and you can slide yourself till you feel like you've got it right between those shoulder blades. Hands to the back of the head. Interlace the fingers. Lift your elbows into your peripheral vision. Just bend the knees, Fiona. Take a breath in. As we exhale, let's open up the chest, wrap the spine around the ball, and then lift your chin. Breathe in. Then tuck the chin as you exhale and curl up. Breathe in at the top. Exhale back over the ball. If anybody wants to add a little bit of challenge to these last few, you can slide your leg away as you curl up. It slides back in as you bring your head to the mat. We slide away as we curl up. It slides in as your head comes back. Last 4. After you finish your last one, I want you to stay on the ball. Take your head all the way back and rest it on your pillow, your towel, the mat, whatever. Bring your arms to the floor at shoulder height. Does that work or not? If not, you can take the ball. Is this yours?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Good move, little cheese. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, come on the rack.
Oh, bless. Arms out to the side at shoulder height. You're supposed to leave it there, Bob. Leave it there. Lift up. Let's get it in the right spot. It's going to go right there. Come back. Head on the pillow. Arms out to the side. Let your chest, take those arms wider, Bob, at shoulder height. Keep going. You're good. You got space. Palms face up. Oh, big breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I'll do a little demo for the people at home. Oh, so nice. One more breath here. Lovely. Roll off the ball. Oh, we're going to go straight into prone position. So onto your front. Lie face down. Let's have everybody turn around and face me. Okay, so we are going to start with some cobra. Let's start with the leg position. The legs are wide. The heels turn inwards. And then we have the arms bent, so elbows bent, and the arms are parallel to the sides of your mat. Bring your forehead down. We're going to stabilize the low back and pelvis by pressing the pubic bone into the mat. On the inhale, bring your nose forward, lengthen your neck, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, press into your hands and push up. Then bring your elbows down, bring your chest down, bring your head down. Inhale, head, neck, and chest come up. Then we exhale and press up. Make sure when you start the movement, so when you come down this time, Kay, I want you to bring your elbows down. And you're just going to slide your hands closer to the mirror in front of you. Nice. So lift your head, neck, and chest and keep your elbows down. Then when you push up, those elbows come up and the arms straighten. That's it. Let's do two more. Nice, Bob. Yes. Excellent. Bring yourself down, rest your forehead on or between your fingertips. We're going to do some star legs. So tops of the feet are on the mat, legs are hip width apart and parallel. Pull your belly button away from the mat. On the exhale, pull that belly button in. If you reach the right leg, you're going to lift the foot, the thigh, and then bring that leg down. Exhale, reach the left leg as you pull your belly button in and lift. And then lower. Alternate right and left. Make sure you feel your foot lifting first, and then that movement progressing up the leg. Nice, Nolette. Excellent. Reach and lift. Let's do one more on each leg. Excellent work. Push yourself up. We're going to come into 4-point kneeling. I want you to place your hands underneath your shoulders. You can use the end of the mat rolled up if you want some wrist support, or you can use your pillows. I'm going to do my fists like this. So we're going to pull the belly button in. Try and hold your spine in neutral with your shoulders pulling back. Let's take the weight more on the left hand, and we're gonna lift that right arm and just reach it forwards. Bring it down. Lift the left arm. So just alternating arms. So we're taking away a leg of the table, but we don't want the table to falter. Keep your shoulder pulling back away from your ear. This time we're going to change to legs. Slide the right leg out when it's straight, then you're going to lift it a few inches, lower it and slide it back in. Same with the left leg. Pull that belly button in as you lift up. So I want you to try and imagine that feeling of lifting the leg when it was on the floor. We start with the foot. We work our way up the leg. We keep that belly button pulling in so that the low back does not collapse. Super. Nice, Fiona. Very good. Last one on each leg. Just shoulders back a little bit, Rachel. Yes. Super job, everybody. Just widen your knees a little bit, round your spine, and sit back in rest position. Sink your seat down towards your heels. Keep lifting your tummy away from your thighs. And take some nice, deep, wide breaths. See if you can get that breath to expand in the back and sides of your rib cage. Lovely. We're going to come down onto the mat, face down one more time. Oh, sorry, which sideline? Let's do sideline. We don't have time for that. So lie on your right side, just as you are facing Rachel's end, or sorry, which end does that make you face?
Right
The car
side,
part,
yeah.
sorry. I'm all over the place. So we're going to do oyster. So you're going to stretch out your right arm, grab a towel, a pillow, whatever, put it on your arm, and then bend your knees and bring your heels in line with the back side of your body. Pop your top hand on your hip. Lift your waist. And now lift your feet up just a few inches. So feet are lifted. Open your top knee. Close your top knee. Open and close. Let's see if we can keep those feet nice and still. Let's do 3 more. Keep the chin off the chest. Last 2. Make these count. Last 1. Bring the knees and the feet down. Great job. Let's bring the knees forward a little bit more. Now lift your top leg up and straighten it. So it's reaching towards that back wall. So your hip, the front of the hip is nice and open. Lift that top leg towards the ceiling. Bring it back down to hip height. Lift towards the ceiling and lower. While you're lifting, you're keeping your waist lifting away from the mat. You want that feeling of your legs stretching really long. Let's do 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. And bring it all the way down. Oh, that's hard. Let's do the other side. So just roll over onto your left side into oyster position. Stretch that left arm out, pillow on top, and then rest your head on the towel or pillow. Knees are bent. Heels are in line with the back of your body. Waist is lifted. Hand goes on your top hip. Lift your feet up to belly button height. Open the top knee. Close the top knee. Keep the chin off your chest. Pressing up into your end range. Open and close. 3 more good ones. Feet are just hovering nice and still. Last one. Lower your knees and feet. Let's bring those knees forward a bit more so you're more in a chair position. Lift the top leg up to hip height and now straighten it. Lift it towards the ceiling. Lower it to hip height. So as we lift and lower, we're keeping the legs straight. We're not bending the knee and we are not collapsing the waist. Keep that leg nice and long. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And bring it all the way down. Super. All right, now you can come onto your back. You guys can just turn right on over. You don't need to see me. Let's put a pillow behind the head. Bend your knees. That's really dark. Let's step the feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. So the feet are going to be as wide as your mat. If you have long legs, take them wider. And then take your arms out to the side with the palms facing the ceiling. Let's close our eyes. I want you to feel the back of your pelvis nice and heavy on the mat. Let's take both of our knees to the right without rolling the pelvis. And then take both knees to the left. So we're just going to fold the knees from side to side, keeping the back of the pelvis heavy on the mat, not rolling the hips. This time, let's take the knees to the right. When they've gone as far as they can go, allow your pelvis to rotate and follow. Bring your pelvis to the center. Take your knees to the left. When they've gone as far as they can, allow your pelvis to rotate. So we're combining our knee fold, our knee roll with a hip roll. Let's do one more to each side. Back to center. Excellent. Just walk the feet in, turn onto your side, bring yourself up into sitting. Come into 4-point kneeling. We're going to do some cat, and we're going to alternate feet like this, pressing the feet and ankle into the mat, and we're going to alternate that with toe tucks. So starting with the tops of your feet and ankles pressing into the mat, we're going to tuck the tail, pull the rib cage in, tuck the chin, hold your cat as you sit back, and then hinge forward. Lift your head and tail, pull the shoulders back, come to neutral. Tuck your toes under this time. Do the same thing. Round your spine. Sit back, pressing on the toes. Hinge forward, untuck the toes as you come to neutral. Round your spine and sit back. Press the tops of your feet to the mat. Come forwards. Now tuck the toes and do the same thing. Let's do one more. Lovely. And then you are going to carefully bring yourself up into standing. Find yourself a nice spot on the floor and off your mat. Oh, Peter's dropping his money.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's because I found the apothecaries.
Oh, yes, because you have to pay with cash. So let's take the feet a little wider, just a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're gonna come into a squat, arms forward, track your knees over the center of your feet. Come into standing, and again. Squat, belly button pulling in, make sure you're flexing your hips as well as bending your knees. After this one, we're gonna add in a nice spinal extension. We're gonna float the arms up and lift the chest, look up to the ceiling. Bring the arms down and come into your squat. Inhale, look up and lift the breastbone. Last two. Now, last one. And bring the arms down to finish. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week. Stay warm. We're here next week. Don't forget, sign up is on Monday. See you there.
Sign up this Tuesday.
Monday. You should have an email, apparently.
We did get it.
Good. Wonderful. I'm just gonna stop my